Quickly before we get into the video, I want to say that I'm going to be live at 4 PM every day for the next week on Twitch, link in the description. So I'm going to be showing you how to actually hit your first ever double tap, double touch. There's multiple names for it, but generally it's just when you hit the ball to the backboard and you follow it up and hit it into the net. This is what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. I am pretty consistent with it. I can do multiple forms and it's not too hard once you understand where you're going wrong, what you need to work on, and sort of like the fundamentals you need to like conquer until you can actually start going for this type of shot. So one thing that I do want to say first, there will be a link in the description, and also there will be a tab you can click on the screen that will take you straight to the video. However, there's a video I recommend watching before this one, and it is my how to air dribble video, as the air control the car control you need to perform an air dribble is essential to hit a double tap, because you need to be able to get your car in the right position. It's just, check that video out first, make sure you're comfortable hitting an air dribble as that's sort of like a basic sort of freestyle move, and then that should help you be able to hit these type of shots, and it should help you be able to hit your first ever double tap or a double touch. Having that said, now that you've watched that video and that you've got okay car control, you need to get used to the motion of hitting the ball to the backboard. So what I recommend for this is either going into training, either free play or making just a little training map and just hit it off the wall. You don't want to be doing no musties yet, no air dribbles into a double. Just get that momentum and then flip into the ball and hit it to the backboard. If you want, you can try and go for a double, but if you can't read it, do not worry, this is just the first step. Once you get consistent and you feel pretty confident hitting the ball to the backboard, that's when you can move on to step number 3. And only then, that's when you move on to step number 3, as if you do not get this step sort of nailed down, then you're sort of going to find it hard to like be consistent at home, because this is what I did personally when I first started learning how to double touch. I sort of skipped this part and just went straight into it. So there will be a training pack that I'll show you soon. That training pack is the pack I still use to this day. However, I learned that pack before I learned how to do this, and that just put me a set behind. So what you want to do is you want to just jump off the wall. Only jump off it once though, don't use your double jump, and then single jump and then flip into the ball with your nose of the car. So as you'll see, I'll do it here now. As you'll see, you take it up the wall, sort of a slow speed, and when it reaches halfway up the wall, you take it off and you can either turtle flick it or just sort of anything, as long as you hit it towards the backboard. That's all you want to work on. You don't want to try and score it yet. If you can, then that's fine, that will give you an incentive to keep learning. But if you can't, don't give up, because you will learn it. This is the first ever step though, is just to getting used to hitting the ball. And if you can, try and get another touch, or just do a flip cancel is the best thing I can do. You don't need to flip cancel, like you can do that. However, a flip cancel just means you're in the right momentum and the right sort of position to do it. If you don't know how to flip cancel, it's literally just you flip one direction, and then as you flip that direction, you pull the analog stick straight back. So that's a front one. Is when a normal front flip's like that, and then you front flip but you cancel it like that. So your nose should end up on the floor of the gap like that. Right, so having said that, if you know how to do step number 2, so you should have okay car control to the point where you know how to air dribble and you're pretty comfortable in the air, and you can set up these type of shots where you hit it to the backboard. If you can do them too, then you've done the first 2 steps and you're ready to move on, which is to the Deevo training pack. This is just in browsing. So if you go into the browse training packs, you will see it. If you come down, you will see it right here. It will just say Deevo. This is the one that I personally use, and it's really good because it doesn't let you set up the shot. However, what you have to do is you have to take the first touch and then set up the double. That's how it works. So it gets you used to in-game scenarios, because although the other one will occur quite a lot in-game, this one is probably one of the most that you want to do, because I would say out of the 2, this one I've scored more in a comp scenario. So if you're learning this to just freestyle, either one's good enough. But if you're learning it for comp, this one definitely tricks your opponents a lot. Right, so don't be disheartened if you can't score them on your first time, as it will take you a lot of time even just to be able to get the perfect setup to the backboard where you can read it. However, do about an hour of this a day. If you really want to learn how to double touch, do an hour of this training a day. Don't really focus on games, focus on this for a day, like an hour a day, or maybe even an hour and a half if you want to push it the most a day. And then you will see in a week, you will see the impacts that you were making. Just 7 hours a week, 8 hours, 9 hours a week on this, you will see the difference. I spent about I wouldn't even say that. I'd say I spent about 45 minutes, so 3/4 of an hour on this training pack a day for about 2 weeks, and I'm now, well, I'm pretty much consistent with double taps the majority of the time. Like I can read them, and I can just sort of most of the time I score them, and that's with 3/4 of an hour a day. However, another tip that I'm going to say is reading. Get used to going into training. I think I said this in one of my other videos. Get used to going into like free play training and just booming the ball about. If you boom the ball about, hit it off the wall, everything like that. So just come into it in free. Musty mentioned this in one of his videos, and it's simple. It's all you have to do is start booming the ball around, and then wherever it bounces to something, just boom that again. And this will just help you with your reads as you're learning where to hit the ball. And it will also help you with a comp sense, as it will let you know where to hit the ball and what it does hitting there. So like if I know if I hit this at this wall, I need to turn ready to get the next hit on this, and then there I can get another hit, etc. So it just helps you with your reads. This is essential for double touches, as it means when you get that touch off the backboard, you know where that's going to be, and you know where you're going to have to be to hit the ball. Right, so let's do a quick rundown. Step number 1, watch my air dribble video. That's not, well, it is promoting, but it's the air controlling that you learn in that video from those methods. It's really good. Like, you don't understand, if you do all the steps that I said in my air dribble video to get the air control and the car control, you will not need to work on anything else really. That's one of the big parts. Number 2 is just to get the practice of hitting it to the backboard. Because in this video we're not focusing on no like musty flip resets like this. We're not focusing on these type of shots. We're just focusing on the basic. This is for people who came for free to play, or even people who bought it on Steam or PS4, or whoever's bought it and they don't really know how to double touch yet. This is for those type of people, so it's not for like freestylers trying to learn these insane tricks. I am going to be, my next video is going to be like a freestyling guide, as I am a freestyler and I'm in a couple of teams, so I am sort of like reputable. I have a name behind me, so I can actually teach you all how to do it. However, this video is just for people who want to start getting into like double touches and learning how to do it. So don't take this, don't really like, you don't really need to know any of this if you already know how to like double touch. However, for people who don't, this guide is actually really good and it is essential. I've said these similar tips to my friends. They've all learned how to do it within weeks, so there's no reason why you can't. Just to go back over everything I've said, the first one is check the video out, learn everything I say in that. 2, practice hitting off the walls, everything like that as well. Practice the setups, because that will just get you familiar, so that when you learn how to do it, you can get the read sorted and you can just get the goal. 3, that training pack. The code will be in the description, so if you need to just copy and paste it in, you can do that, or just go into the browsing page and then it will literally be there. Just look for something that says Deevo. The context behind that is Deevo was a pro player. I think he still is, maybe. I'm not sure what team though. And he was like known, his home country, I'm not sure where he's from, but I know the story. The place that he's from, they named double touches after him. So whenever someone hit a double touch, they say, "Oh, we hit a Deevo." So that's where the names came from. It's because Deevo was known for these double touches. And then number 4 is just keep practicing that. Like, just boom the ball around, get good at your reads, and then just keep practicing. Make sure you put the training in. Everything in Rocket League just requires the hours. If you put the hours into this game, you will get rewards. Like, there have been people that said to me, "Oh, I can't imagine ever being as good as you." I know I'm not good, because there's different stages of being good. There's a low end level, which is like diamond, it's still good, however it's not one of the best. And then there's like middle ground, which is like me, which is like champ, and like freestyling. I'd say I wouldn't say I'm definitely not capped yet. I learn new things every single day. I learn stuff that I do wrong every single day. Like, there's no cap into this game. If you look at pro players, they're learning stuff every single day. They're improving every single time they play this game. So never think to yourself, "Oh, I can never do as good as someone else." It's just about the hours you put in and how you put your hours in this game. If you put your hours training in this game, then there's no reason that you can't be as good as some of the best, like Garrett G or Squishy, some of the best like that. There's no reason why you can't be as good as them without putting the hours in. So that's another quick tutorial for you guys. And I try and keep these rather short because I don't really care about getting monetized, about the watch time or anything like that. I just want to help people learn this game that want to learn, and then like people who want to learn this for a comp sense, I want to try and help them. People who want to learn it for friends, I want to just try and let them have fun in the game. So I feel like these tutorials are quick enough so that they can pick it up, and it requires enough information that you're able to get out of it that you will then be able to succeed what you want to do and achieve the skills that I'm trying to teach you. Everything that I'm going to be doing so far is just mechanics. Things like game sense and that all comes with time and experience. So yeah, that's enough said. I'm not going to ramble on too much more and keep you all hostage here. However, if you enjoyed everything, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe and like, and if you know anyone that needs to watch this video because they want to learn stuff that I've mentioned, just send it to them, share it. I'll appreciate it too if you just share it anyway. But yeah, that's it for me, and peace.